everyone. I hope you've had a better week than I have had. I have found a ton of useful information for you today. Very excited to show you the new things that we found for you. But first, I just want to let you know that this is not going to be my best video of all time. I have had a horrible week dealing with family emergencies. My daughter just got out of the hospital yesterday. Things have been a little stressful over here, but I wanted to get this information to you as quickly as possible. Didn't want to make you wait. So we're just going to dive right in today with some nationwide news. Then we're going to move into some local updates that may be able to assist you. And I just want to apologize right off the top if this isn't my best work. So anyway, let's start off with some great news for veterans and their caregivers. The VA has proposed a new rule to expand the program of comprehensive assistance for family caregivers, which is an absolute mouthful. That program is also known as the PCAFC, or the Post 9/11 Caregiver Program, but it's no longer just for post 9/11 vets. They've changed it a few times. So this program offers direct support to family members who are caring for veterans, and they offer help with things like caregiver training, financial help, monthly checks, healthcare coverage, so on and so forth. And this program is an absolute game changer for those who qualify. Now they're proposing some changes that will make this program even better and available to more veterans. So first, they want to help more veterans qualify. They want to expand the definition of serious injury to include people who meet the requirements for individual unemployability, which could mean that thousands more veterans could be eligible for this program, and so would their caregivers. This is a huge step in getting that support to those who need it the most. This program, if these changes go through, will also require less paperwork and offer more help. They're going to kind of cut down and streamline that red tape with fewer eligibility reassessments, so there would be less paperwork and less hassle. They also want to include telehealth options for home visits so that they can do those visits through telehealth instead of having to come to your house every few months, which would just be a tremendous relief for those involved. If you're a veteran or a caregiver, these changes could make a real difference in your life. And like I said, this program offers a lot of crucial support. And it's nice to see the VA working to make it more usable and less burdensome. The important thing to remember, of course, is that those are just proposed changes for now. So we'll keep tabs on that as the situation evolves. We also have one more update for veterans before we move on. And that's that the VA and the Department of Defense have just announced that they're going to work together to make it easier for veterans to access services on military installations. So it used to be a real hassle with a lot of paperwork and different IDs and like this whole routine. But now it's going to be a lot easier. So if you're a veteran or an eligible caregiver, you can now enroll for access to installations using your real ID, even if you don't have a VA Health ID card. This means you won't have to worry so much about bringing a bunch of different paperwork with you just to get on base. The base should now be able to verify that information electronically. And you can use this to get to your medical appointments, shop at the commissary and the exchange, or even use some recreation services on base. Enrolling is pretty easy too. You just head over to the visitor center at the base that you want to access, bring your real ID or your VA Health ID card, and then they'll help you take care of the rest. They will do a quick background check and verify your eligibility electronically. And of course, there's a few things that you should keep in mind, right? You might need to show proof of your appointment if you're only going on the base for healthcare. And if you're a caregiver, you'll still need to bring a letter to shop at the commissary, exchange, or use those MWR services because they can't verify caregiver eligibility electronically just yet. Okay, so now switching gears to some exciting news for those of you who are hoping to become homeowners. And I know that homeownership has felt wildly out of reach for a long time, but Wells Fargo has just expanded their down payment assistance program, and this could be a game changer for a lot of you. So here's the deal. Wells Fargo is offering a $10,000 grant to help eligible homebuyers with their down payment. And you can actually combine this grant with another Wells Fargo program, which is called Dream Plan Home, and that program offers up to $5,000 in closing cost credits. So it looks like you could potentially get up to $15,000 in assistance through this program. Now, this program is designed for those with low to moderate incomes. Generally, if you earn around 120% or less of the area's median income, then you might qualify for this, but there are a few catches. You'll need to use the grant for a down payment on your primary residence, and you have to get a fixed rate conventional loan through Wells Fargo and you have to live in one of the few cities where this is available. But the good news is that they just added 12 more areas to that list. So the new cities include Buffalo, New York, Denver, Colorado, Kansas City, Missouri, Memphis, Tennessee, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Omaha, Nebraska, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They also added 5 new metro areas in California, including Anaheim, Los Angeles, Oxnard, San Diego, and Salinas. Now, this program was already available in areas like Minneapolis, Philadelphia, Dallas, Baltimore, Atlanta, Charlotte, Washington, D.C., and New York City as well. Now, going to be really honest with you guys, I can't say that Wells Fargo is my favorite bank because I had a bad experience with them way back when my husband was in the Army, and I personally would never use them again. That being said, I know that buying a house can feel impossible when you're struggling with a low income. So it's important to me that you know about all of the options that are available to you. So do with that what you will. And now let's talk about some other housing resources that may be able to be available to you. So there are some good news for residents of St. Louis, Missouri. The city is offering emergency rental assistance to those who are struggling to catch up on their rent. They've partnered with an organization called Forward to provide $3.3 million in assistance. If you qualify, they will make a one-time payment directly to your landlord to cover your past due rent. This can help you avoid eviction and get back on your feet when you're having a hard time. To be eligible, you'll need to show that you've experienced financial hardship. You'll also need to meet certain income requirements, generally earning at or below 80% of the area median income. You must live within the city limits of St. Louis, and you must also be at least 18 years old, and your landlord must be willing to participate in the program. You can apply for help at forwardplatform.com. Now, there is some great news for those of you considering a manufactured home in Juneau, Alaska as well. The city has a special program to help you with your down payment there. It's called the Manufactured Home Down Payment Assistance Program, and it offers low-interest loans to qualified residents. They can actually loan you up to 50% of your down payment, but you'll need to be able to match the other half yourself. So you might be wondering how much you can borrow. The loans can be up to $20,000, and the best part is that the interest on that is just 1%. That is incredibly low, which can really make a difference in your monthly payments and in your ability to afford this. And you have up to 5 years to repay that loan, which gives you plenty of time to get settled into your new home and get things sorted out. So, of course, there are requirements to qualify for this. You have to meet income limits. You usually need to be at or below 120% of the area median income. And the manufactured home that you're buying must be located in a designated manufactured home park within Juneau. Now, if this sounds like a program that may be helpful to you, applications are accepted on a rolling basis, so you can apply anytime, but don't wait too long because funds are limited. So for details, call True North Federal Credit Union at 907-523-4710. Now let's shift our focus to Maine, where a new program is helping families stay in their homes. Maine Housing launched an eviction prevention program just last month, and it's already making a huge difference. This program provides much-needed rent relief for those who are struggling to keep up with their housing costs. It can cover up to $800 a month in rent, plus a one-time payment to help you catch up on any back rent that you might owe. This program is designed for Mainers who are most at risk of eviction. You'll need to meet certain income requirements, generally earning less than 60% of the area median income. You also cannot be living in subsidized housing or using a federal housing voucher to be able to use this program. Now, this program has been incredibly popular, and more than 1,200 families are currently in line for help, and there's another 200 on the waiting list. It looks like the waiting list might still be open, but I'll be honest with you, I didn't have a lot of time to dig into the details this week with everything else I had going on. So if you're interested, we do know that the program only has $18 million in funding, so it's not going to be able to help everyone, but they're hoping to assist more than 1,000 families, and you can follow up with Maine Housing about that. So now let's head over to New York City, where there is some big news in the housing front. The City Council just approved a somewhat modified plan called City of Yes that is supposed to lead to 80,000 new homes over the next 15 years. This is a huge deal because New York City is facing a serious housing crisis with sky-high rents and very few available homes. This plan, like I said, is called City of Yes, and it's designed to help tackle the housing problem head-on. So basically, they're going to change some of the city's zoning rules so that it's easier easier to build housing by reducing parking requirements for new buildings or allowing more apartments to be built above stores or in basements and so on. So the goal is to create more housing options in every neighborhood, not just in certain areas, and they're hoping that this will make a real difference in making the city more affordable for everyone. Now, of course, it's going to take time to see the full impact of that plan, but it's a step in the right direction, and I'll keep you posted on that as we see that situation develop. Also in New York City, Mayor Eric Adams has introduced a new plan to eliminate New York City income taxes for the city's lowest income earners. They're estimating that around 400,000 people could benefit from this proposal. So under the proposal, New Yorkers who earn less than 150% of the federal poverty level would have their city income taxes completely eliminated. Those who earn slightly more could have their taxes significantly reduced. Households who qualify could save an average of $350, according to city officials. However, the plan still needs to be approved by the state legislature, so make sure you reach out to your state lawmakers if you live in New York and you want to see that proposal become law. Now, of course, we've also found a ton of stuff outside of New York City as well. So let's really quickly review the rest of what we found this week. And I apologize because I know I'm probably not going to say this one correctly, but in Tuscarawas County, Ohio, if you're struggling to keep your kids warm this winter, the local JFS office is giving away free winter coats. They have a good supply of coats in various sizes, all thanks to a program called Operation Warm. To get a coat, your household needs to be making less than 200% of the federal poverty level. Just head over to the JFS office at 389 16th Street Southwest in New Philadelphia. They're open weekdays from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. You'll need to fill out a short form, and that's it. They do have a limited supply of each size, and you can't exchange them, so don't wait too long, and make sure to bring your child along so that you can make sure that you get the right fit. And if you're interested in Operation Warm or other ways to get free winter coats in your area, we did put a video out about that, I think, week before last. So if you just go to our channel and look for that Winter Freebies video, that may be able to help you. We also have some good news for the folks in Christian County, Missouri. If you're uninsured or underinsured and struggling to afford health care, there's a new mobile clinic offering free services. This amazing resource is provided by Volunteers in Medicine of Christian County. They offer free exams to adults between the ages of 18 and 64 who meet income requirements. They provide a range of primary care services, including blood pressure checks, lab tests, and even mammograms. They can also help you get the prescription medications you need. To be eligible, you'll need to meet their income guidelines, which are generally set at or below 200% of the federal poverty level. This is a mobile clinic, so they hold pop-up clinics at different locations throughout the county. To find out when and where their next clinic will be sure to visit vimchristiancounty.org. Now let's move on to some important updates on utility assistance. If you live in northern Indiana and are having trouble paying your gas bill, NIPSCO has some programs that may be able to help. They've just opened enrollment for several energy assistance programs, including the NIPSCO Hardship Program, SERVE, which stands for Supply Energy Resources to Veterans, and SILVER, which is, I believe, Seniors in Indiana Low Income and Vulnerable Energy Resources, I think. These programs offer a one-time benefit of up to $400 per year to help cover your NIPSCO gas bill. This can be a real lifesaver during the cold winter months. The eligibility requirements do vary, but you can apply for these programs online, by phone, or in person, usually at your local community action agency. The deadline to apply technically isn't until May 31st of 2025, but please don't wait too long because those funds are limited and they often run out before the deadline. So we also have some fantastic news for residents of Michigan's Upper Peninsula. The Superior Watershed Partnership has received a major grant to expand its utility assistance program. This means that more help will be available to those who are struggling to pay their energy bills. This program now offers assistance with a wider range of utilities as well, including heat, electricity, water, and even waste removal. And it's not just for low-income households either. Moderate-income families may also be able to qualify now. So if your household income is up to 150% of the federal poverty level, and you've been approved for state emergency relief, you might qualify for help with your water and waste bills. And if your income is between 151% and 300% of the federal poverty level, you may be able to get assistance with heat, electricity, water, and waste. If you live in the Upper Peninsula and need some help with your utility bills, be sure to contact the Superior Watershed Partnership to see if you qualify for this assistance. Now, for homeowners in Binghamton, New York, there is a new program that can help you make essential weather-related repairs to your home. The state is offering up to $50,000 in assistance, and it's designed to help protect your home from the impacts of climate change. The money is split between a grant and a low-interest loan. To be eligible, your household income must be at or below 120% of the area median income. And there's no minimum credit score requirements either. You just need to be current on your mortgage payments. The program operates on a first-come, first-served basis, so please do not delay. A lot of these programs, you can easily miss the opportunity if you wait too long. Please do not wait too long. You will need to go through an assessment process, which includes verifying your income and employment, and for more details, you can visit the Resilient Retrofits website. That's almost all we have for today. But as we wrap up, I wanted to talk to you about something that's really important to me. I know I talk about some of these programs a lot. We talk about utility help a lot. We talk about home programs a lot. We talk about LIHEAP and the Senior Farmers Market Nutrition Program and Double Up and all of these things a lot. And sometimes I worry that if you've been watching my videos for a long time, that I'm going to be boring you when I talk about the same things over and over and over again. But this week I saw a story about the SFMNP program in Ohio that was very sad. It turns out that less than half of the people who signed up actually used the vouchers, and not very many people had signed up in the county that this article was about either. And this happens a lot, not just in Ohio, but across the country. There are so many amazing programs out there designed to help seniors, veterans, low-income families, and others, but sometimes people just don't know about them, or they have trouble navigating the application process, or figuring out how to use their benefits even after they get them, or they get them one year and then forget the next year. And that's why I keep talking about these things over and over again, week after week. I want to make sure that you have the information that you need to access the support that you deserve. I know it can be frustrating to deal with applications and deadlines and eligibility requirements, but trust me, it's worth it. These programs can make a real difference in your life. They can help you put food on the table, keep your lights on, stay in your home, and so much more. There is a lot of help out there, but a lot of people aren't aware of what programs are available to them or how to get that help. And that means there's a lot of people out there who are suffering more than they need to. And that's the entire point of low-income relief. That's what we're here to fix. So I hope that today's video has been helpful to you. I genuinely care about you, and I hope that you have a wonderful week. I'll be back soon with more ways that you can save money and get free stuff. Thanks for watching, and please go check out our other channel, Fast Facts by Low Income Relief, for more ways that you may be able to get help. I'll see you there.